Hi, I'm Mrs. Sprack A Tack 248. You are on Sprack A Tack 248 channel. Welcome to channel update.
Anyways, there's the igniter. Try to and that's how the igniter works. It just gets really super hot. Now, what the Hey everybody, Sprack A Tack 248 here, and I'd like to introduce you to the background of my channel, the analytics. And you gotta thank Mrs. Sprack A Tack 248 for opening up this segment during her cameo. So right now we're here in my wonderful background of my channel here. You can see some of the views and all of its glories throughout all the videos I've produced so far. And yeah, so we're going to go ahead and jump into analytics and give it a moment to boot up. So once again, I'd like to thank you all for inviting me into your computers, smart TVs, tablets, phones, or gaming stations, or however you're watching my videos. So thank you for taking your valuable time to watch my videos. So here we are. We're on my normal or overall view of my channel here. There's some really cool graphs. I like the pie graphs. I like the geography platform here. We're going to get in that in a bit here. And some really cool ideas that I have on that. So let's go into watch time real quick, and we can take a look at something like that. So I have one peak, and that was in 10:18, 308 minutes, 5 hours and 8 minutes of solid watch. So that's a pretty good spike. That is kind of connotative of what I'm seeing. It's not like, oh, good, I'm open up the thing to add commercials and stuff like that. Footnote: I'm doing this strictly as a hobby. Okay, strictly a hobby. I'm not. I don't care about what I make on YouTube. There's so much stuff that is really basically a bowl of mush to me. So I'm keeping this as strictly as a hobby. Now that I clicked into this mode, I can actually I like this over the new version of the YouTube Studio, because now when you highlight, you can see the top 5. You got, the fireworks repackage, 12 minutes 9 seconds. You've got the Hellfire trigger wiring part 1, which is 47 minutes and 32 seconds, and then you got the Hellfire rebuild, 45 3 seconds, and then the rebuild part 2A and B. That. And what's interesting is I have this one down here. I'm going to bring this up a little bit. This one here, the solar eclipse of August 21, 2017. that's still a popular video for some reason. Which is kind of cool to see that. So it's kind of cool to see that in this graph here, and it's kind of counterintuitive of that. So I'm going to go into the next mode here, which is devices. And you can see it's got computers, mobile phones, smart TVs, tablets, like that. So and these are kind of cool. Yeah, someone's calling in. These are cool information here. But I'm going to go into this other systems. This is where it gets really interesting in the analytics here. Come on. Oh, it's already there. Really interesting. So you got Macintosh, you got Android, you got iOS, you got Windows, and you got Linux. So this actually breaks it down even more. Something like that. So I'm wondering, those of you who are watching videos and you have a gaming console, watch a few of the videos on your gaming console. I want to see if that comes up. I think that'd be totally cool if it comes up, because if it does, I'm gonna bring it into my next analytics video, and so that'd be kind of cool, and do some really cool look at the really cool numbers in the background of that. All right, so I talked about a couple things on the map, which is the geographic stuff. And this is what I really like. The United States is 303, 81%. This is current. This is 95 here and stuff like that. This is all current information. What I like is when you bring up this. Now, I do have a couple of nonchalants here. Here in Canada, our good friends due north of us, that, and I did have a ping out in here in this region. I think I had a ping or two out here in Australia. I think that is. It's been a while since I've got my geography, but this is a challenge for those of you. That challenge is this: I want to know what country you're from. Okay. The reason for that, I want to put a pin, one of those push pins, into a globe with your screen name and something like that on there. That way, I want to have some fun. What I'd like to see with this map, though, is it would be 3D, where you can put a push pin and mark each subscriber. Stuff like that. So I do have one person over here in the East Coast that views me here and off and on, stuff like that. I'm here from and those of you in the United States, I want to know what state union number you are. And I don't know why that comes up, and something that Microsoft does or something. I'd like to know what state of the union you are from. I'm currently reside at the 33rd state of the union, which is right about here, and I'm originally from the 31st state of the union. So right about there, that's about that's probably about the Bay Area. So oops, I gave that away. Oh no. All right, you can Google it. So that's one of the things I like about the older version of YouTube's studio. Excuse me, I got a little tickle in my throat. So I'll boot up the YouTube Studio Beta, and we'll go into Videos Manager. I like this, and the reason I like this is look how clean it is. It lets me know what the status is, how many views I like. I don't have to hunt. It's all here. So this is a way more organized. I really like how this is set up. And really, it's really unique and more versatile in a lot of areas. So this is a popular video here, and that's the excuse me, the Talent Igniters video. It's got over 50 views, I do believe. So we'll go into the analytics of that. Oh, 58 views, excuse me. So right now it's currently it's been up for 474 days. So you can see as I go down the graph, it changes and that. So this is one thing I do like about the newer version, is it's so clean, and I can see a little bit more detail. I still like the colorization version as that. So you go into this graph, and you can see how nice it shows the traffic and that. Video interest. These graphs are really nice. They're a lot more that. This graph here I like because you can actually see the peaks as it goes along. So the all the days it's been up. So one of the things I really would like to see on here again is to keep the geographic system and making it into a 3D globe like Google Earth or something like that. Boy, I'm having a hard time speaking. So that would be a really cool thing. Let's do overall. So this is kind of the overall spikes. This feature I like, this real live time. I really like this. That's kind of cool. Because you can actually see, if someone came up in the last 48 hours, you will see that spike. So obviously someone watched it within the last 48 hours. Matter of fact, it says between today, 6 a.m. to between 6 a.m. and 7 a.m. So that's when this was watched. So that's a neat feature. I can see when it was watched and excuse me, I lost my train of thought. So there's some other videos in here. Let's go back a couple. Let's find one. Yeah, let's pick on this one. Yeah, let's pick on this one here. We'll pick on this one. Oh, I got my name. That's an interesting video in itself. Let's see, analytics. I'll pick on the analytics on that. This has been up for 492. So for 34 views, 80 minutes watch. So it has some plateaus in there. Let's see, let's go. Let's see, is there an overall on this? Alright, so let's see, I'm gonna pick on something. Click one more time. Okay. Sorry about the delay. I'm trying to get to a certain spot that I kind of got fond of looking at. That's not it. So let's see. Nope. Alright, we're gonna do this. Sometimes you gotta go the long way to get where you want it. Hello everybody, I reached the Sprack. Yeah. Alright, so yeah. So right now I'm currently at 20 subscribers, 544 views. So we'll go into Video Manager here. hopefully this is going to do what I want to do. And it is not, so we'll do this by... Okay, overview, and let's see. We're gonna take the clock back a little bit, and see. So we're in November 7th. So let's see. We'll take it there. And then we'll take it yeah, I think that'd be a fair enough spot. Yep. So that's that one I looked at earlier, 5 hours and 8 minutes. So, yeah, there's only been one activity today, which is that. But when this spike came up, you should have seen all the spikes throughout here of all the videos. This was lit up like a Christmas tree. And what is it saying? Which one is it saying? So you can, as you can see, as you click on the different things, it shows you different ideas and stuff like that. So essentially, in a nutshell, I'll go ahead and end the screen recording and have that pop-up come up through Skype. Like I said, if you're out here trying to say, I'll just make a bunch of videos and try to make a bunch of money, I would suggest you keep it as a hobby. That way, because I guess some guy at somebody works, through a network where I work at, turned around, jumped on there, started making a bunch of videos and wondering why they weren't taken off to where he can make money. You gotta find your niche. My niche is fireworks and pyrotechnics and stuff like that. That's my niche. It's a really broad spectrum. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that do that. Some are successful, some are not. That's why I'm keeping it as a hobby and playing it safe. Sliding into home plate. Catcher misses the ball, safe. So that's one of the things I'm doing. I'm just doing this as a hobby to give you a perspective of my ventures in fireworks and pyrotechnics. And that's a nutshell of my channel. I'm not trying to do anything fancy. I'm just doing everything honest. Rebuilding my Hellfire right now. I'm doing it step by step. Allowing you guys to see what I'm doing in rebuilding that. So, with that, I'm going to go ahead and close out. So, with that, it comes with my new spew. Please do not text and drive. And also, keep your Bluetooth devices active so you can keep your hands on the steering wheel. Here in the 33rd state, if you're found that 3 times within a certain time span, it could be a possible jail sentence. There was a big talk about it. I think it was approved here in the 33rd state. Another thing, don't drink and drive. Okay, fines can be $10,000. Loss of license, and worst case scenario, a prison sentence. I mean, there goes your whole life. So please don't drink and drive. That. Another big thing that's been talked about lately is people getting seriously injured with fireworks or pyrotechnic devices. Here's the thing. This year alone, 2018, there were 16 fatalities, over 250 serious injuries, well over 150, 160 plus minor injuries. So when it comes to 2019, let's make that a 0, okay? Let's make it a 0. Because some states, I'm not sure here in the 33rd states, but I think some states, if you're